again, we see already a contradiction. First, being masculine and rational means having no emotions, but really it means having certain emotions, right? So that sort of inconsistency there. But the two kinds of emotions that women will have, right, are the idea is that they're going to be more diverse, although I think it would be more accurate to say that anyone could have these types of emotions. But women might be they're socialized to more of an extent to demonstrate these, right? Men might feel, depending on their socialization, might feel some of these more internally, right? Where they haven't been encouraged to express them in society. Whereas women are encouraged to have emotion, right? But since they're only supposed to have certain emotions in certain situations, they have this external dichotomy. And that is between what are called hegemonic, right? So here again, supporting and reformulating that conservative notion of what type of masculinity, right, is valued. And so these tend to be emotions that reflect the status quo in which males are dominant, right? So women perhaps engaging in more visceral sadness than men, right? So crying in public spaces, right, would be a sort of hegemonic emotion in that it sort of reinforces the idea that women are, maybe weaker, they're not able to handle like a certain level of pressure in a certain situation without having a physical response, right? Again, even though we cry for a reason, right? As opposed to outlaw emotions, which are considered unconventional, right? So an unconventional emotion would be, instead of a woman crying when she gets upset, actually just being upset and being angry, right? That is not something that reflects the status quo, right? Men are permitted in public to express anger. Women are not, right? And so these are the emotions that are discouraged. But as a result, these are going to be the emotions that feminist epistemologists want to uphold, right? These are the ones that we should look to deal with the problems that we've seen result from traditional notions of epistemology which separate reason and emotion, right? And so unfortunately, because women are socialized more to experience outlaw emotions, even though they are then punished for doing that in the wrong situation, women tend to be better at reflecting on their emotions, right? Again, this is not to say anything negative about men. Men haven't been socialized in general to the same degree as women to have a greater emotional vocabulary, to be able to identify different emotions. And the reason that women are often encouraged to do that, it's believed, is so that they can better control them, right? So again, being cognizant of something leads to being able to controlling it.